When Joe Walsh joined the Eagles in 1975, he didn't just step into a band, he shook it awake. His guitar work was wild, unpredictable, and electrifying, injecting a sense of untamed energy that the Eagles hadn't experienced before. One of the earliest results of this new influence was the iconic track Life in the Fast Lane, whose signature riff immediately set it apart. But the road to acceptance wasn't smooth. Don Henley initially resisted the song, worried it might disrupt the band's established style. Glenn Frey, recognizing the potential in Walsh's creativity, persuaded Henley to allow some experimentation. The result was a marriage of Henley's lyrical depth and Walsh's adventurous musicality, demonstrating that creative friction can often produce unforgettable art. The Eagles were evolving, and Walsh's arrival was the spark. A lifeline in the dark life, on the road, and the pressures of fame took a toll on Joe Walsh, whose struggles with addiction threatened to derail both his career and personal life. It was Don Henley, alongside Glenn Frey, who refused to let Walsh succumb to his demons. Before the Eagles' 1994 reunion, they confronted him directly: get sober or step away. Henley personally escorted Walsh to rehab and remained a constant presence, checking in weekly, yet always emphasizing that recovery was Walsh's responsibility. After Walsh completed treatment, Henley gifted him a new Fender guitar with a simple note: "Welcome back, Joe. Now, go play like yourself." That gesture of tough love and loyalty wasn't just symbolic, it was life-saving. Henley's steadfast support proved that even in rock, true friendship could outweigh fame, ego, and frustration. The pain of losing. Glenn Frey. The death of Glenn Frey in 2016 left the Eagles reeling. Frey had been more than a bandmate. He was Don Henley's closest creative partner, and his absence was profoundly felt. Joe Walsh recalls seeing Henley alone, listening to Desperado with tears streaming down his face. Initially, Henley declared the Eagles finished, describing the band as an empty shell without Frey. It was a moment of deep grief, but Walsh and Timothy B. Schmidt encouraged Henley to continue, eventually welcoming Frey's son, Deacon, into the band. Before their first performance together, Henley turned to Walsh and said, "We have to do this for Glenn. We can't mess up." Every show since has been both a tribute and a form of healing, a way for the band to honor Frey's memory while finding solace in their shared music. The turbulent 1980 breakup. The Eagles' 1980 breakup was legendary for its intensity, fueled by exhaustion, creative tension, and clashing personalities. During a concert famously nicknamed Long Night in Wrong Beach, tempers flared, and Walsh, inebriated and joking, only amplified the chaos. Henley, frustrated and exhausted from carrying the weight of leadership, accused Walsh of sabotage, and the fallout was bitter. Yet, years later, Walsh admitted he understood Henley's anger and the immense responsibility he had shouldered. Despite the acrimony, Henley continued to reach out to Walsh, not to rehash the past, but simply to check in. This quiet care, divorced from ego or band politics, revealed the depth of their bond. What once seemed irreconcilable tension ultimately became the foundation of mutual respect, showing that time and understanding can heal even the most public of disputes. Behind the rumors and rivalries, Henley and Walsh were both linked romantically to Stevie Nicks at different times, sparking long-running rumors of rivalry. Gossip suggested tension between the two Eagles members, but Walsh has always been clear. He and Nicks were involved years after she and Henley's relationship ended. The narrative of jealousy or betrayal never fit the reality. Despite their starkly different personalities, Henley reserved and meticulous, Walsh spontaneous and carefree. Their friendship endured because neither allowed personal matters to interfere with their music. This honesty and mutual respect have been key to their enduring bond. In a world where rock and roll is often synonymous with drama, Henley and Walsh's story demonstrates that loyalty, transparency, and shared purpose can outlast rumors, keeping creative collaboration alive even under the harsh glare of public scrutiny. The visionary and the free spirit Don Henley's perfectionism is well documented, often testing the patience of his bandmates, yet it was central to the Eagles' enduring success. He would labor over lyrics and harmonies for hours, demanding excellence from everyone around him. Joe Walsh, with his free-spirited, easygoing nature, often found Henley's intensity amusing, sometimes breaking into playful riffs like Sweet Home Alabama during tense rehearsals, earning only a faint smirk in response. Yet behind the teasing, Walsh admired Henley's discipline and dedication. Henley's insistence on authenticity not only protected the band's artistic integrity, but also elevated their work to legendary status. This balance between wild creativity and meticulous craft exemplifies the magic of the Eagles, the fusion of a visionary and a free spirit creating music that resonates decades later. Loyalty through life's challenges. Their story is not just about music, it's about navigating life's trials with loyalty and grace. When Walsh struggled, Henley didn't lecture from a distance. He got involved, guiding him toward sobriety. When Frey passed, Henley's grief was raw, yet he found a way to honor his friend through performance. These moments reveal the depth of commitment between the band members. Their bond endured not through constant harmony, but through weathering conflict and loss together. In each instance, they demonstrated that true partnership is built on more than shared success. It's about showing up in the moments that matter most, whether it's offering support, demanding accountability, or simply sitting together in silence while processing grief. Their resilience is as much personal as it is musical. Creative friction and collaboration. The interplay between Henley and Walsh highlights a universal truth. Creativity thrives on tension when managed with respect. Walsh's uninhibited style could easily have clashed with Henley's meticulous nature, yet they found a way to channel differences into brilliance. From Life in the Fast Lane to countless Eagles hits, their contrasting approaches produced music that was greater than the sum of its parts. Henley's structure gave form to Walsh's imagination, while Walsh's spontaneity pushed Henley out of comfort zones. This dynamic demonstrates the power of collaboration, boundaries and freedom, discipline and experimentation, seriousness and playfulness all coexisting to create work that resonates across generations. Their story is a reminder that friction, when handled with honesty and respect, can produce transformative results. Life. After the spotlight today, Joe Walsh enjoys a life that reflects the hard-earned lessons of his past. Over 30 years sober, he lives in Los Angeles, married and dedicated to supporting veterans through his charity, VetSaid. Don Henley leads a quieter life in Texas, balancing family, music, and his environmental advocacy with the Walden Woods Project. Though their paths have diverged geographically and stylistically, the bond forged through decades of shared struggle and triumph remains intact. The legacy of the Eagles is not just their music, but the relationships that sustain them through addiction, grief, ego clashes, and personal loss. Their journey underscores the truth that resilience, loyalty, and respect can endure beyond fame and fortune. A legacy that endures. The story of Don Henley and Joe Walsh is one of redemption, brotherhood, and artistry. Their collaboration produced music that has become timeless, while their friendship endured challenges that could have easily torn them apart. From wild riffs to carefully honed lyrics, from public spats to private acts of loyalty, they demonstrated that even rock legends are human. Their lives remind us that true legacy is measured not only in hits and albums, but in the relationships nurtured through years of struggle and triumph. Henley and Walsh's story continues to inspire musicians and fans alike, showing that respect, honesty, and unwavering support can create something far more enduring than fame. A life and work defined by integrity, creativity, and heart.